is not a place that you go and say you are getting depressed or you miss home. You miss home like this, you text Google, Amala near me, 5 minutes drive, Uber go drop you. Out Amala, your head go reset back. And another thing is, you know, is predominantly a white province. So there's a lot of white people there. Oga of the Oga Pata, the Olorioko Bam Bam, the person that once you are coming like this, you remove your filler for, is one and only what? You have asked and I've listened, guys. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 top provinces you would love to live in Canada as an international student. So why am I doing this video? Many of you guys have been dropping comments all over the videos. There have been arguments about which rent is low, which rent is not high. I'm not going to be showing you, you can look for it by yourself. What I'm just trying to say is that on today's video, I'll finally say something about the 5 top provinces I think should be on your bucket list when you're making your decision. So for international students planning to come newly into the country and you're trying to decide, like, Quebec sounds, Ontario sounds, something sounds. So this video, I hope, gives you a little bit of clarity to know what province you should go to. And another thing is that to make this video more interesting and relatable, I'll be relating it to some of Nigerian cities, states, cities, wherever. So if you have this, like if you have the mental picture of, okay, Abuja is like this, Port Harcourt is like this, then you would have a very good idea of where I'm headed with this province that I'm describing for you guys. If you are not Nigerian and you are a bit lost, I'm sorry, you may have to visit Nigeria to know what I'm talking about. Anyway, before I start this video, shout out to you guys. I'm not going to say more than that, but go check the subscriber count and we'll talk later. So for the ranking of this video, we're going to be ranking it from 5 to number 1. So to start with, the 5th province is Nova Scotia, and the key city is Halifax. So what is it about this province? This province is a very nice province, a very beautiful place to live. And why am I saying that? Because it's a very affordable place. Cost of living is lovely. You have the housing price, very nice. The food you are eating, everything is low. Another thing that is very, very interesting about this province is that it's surrounded by water, or this city is surrounded by water. So everything there is just water, mommy. Sorry, you get the vibe, right? So anywhere you go, if you're going to get a job, you're probably going to be working like a wharf or something. And trust me, in this comment, there are people that have been dragging me when I said something about the price of living, and they're like, no, you have not been to Halifax. We actually have rent that is lower than this thing, so this is your cue. You see? Now I'm transmitting a message for you. So Halifax, it might not really be happening. It might not really be an happening place, but it's one you will pick. Cost of living and happiness. You get the vibe, Sha. And to link this to a Nigerian city, like I've said in the beginning, I'll be linking this to Plateau Jos. So you guys know the vibe about Jos until you get to Jos before you actually know that something is happening there. So that's what I'm going to be linking. So Nova Scotia Halifax is actually a very nice place if you are really tight on budget and you actually want to, take it, how do you say, bite a bit of your cake or something, I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say. Affordable. So number 4 on my list is Alberta, and the key cities in this province is Calgary and Edmonton. I know you guys must have heard about these cities before. They are so popular that if you're hearing anything about Canada, there's no way you've not heard Alberta or you've not heard about Calgary or Edmonton before. And they still have some small little cities inside, but these are the main ones. And what is it for Alberta that makes me like it's actually a very nice province for you to go? Alberta is a very, it's a very beautifully made province. Sorry, all of the provinces are made. But the key part of it is the employment opportunities that is in Alberta, that are waiting in Alberta. So we know many international students, right? When you come to Canada, you like explore, you school all over the place. I even had one person was schooling in Etebioko before. I don't know where that is, but you shall school everywhere. But there's a thing that once you are done with school like this, everybody, Alberta, Calgary, admitting. Like, that is the place where they have so many like firms, so many companies, so many job opportunities. It choke. So if at all Alberta is on your list, it should be for your future. It might not be for now or as international student. Maybe they are University of Alberta. Is it University of Calgary? Some the University of Alberta. Maybe it's very expensive, so it might not be part of your options for school. But when we are talking about futuristic, I know many friends who I don't make for this Montreal, we don't leave me go Alberta. Me say I they calculate next year like this once I'm done, maybe. But that's the idea. They have a lot of employment opportunities. And the interesting part about it is, we know Canada is like a bilingual country. Like, we speak French, we speak English. I better to French, but if you're only English, like, you're not obligated, you're not under any sanction to like learn French or whatnot, because many of the opportunities that are there for you is in that language, is in that your English official language. So it's a very, very nice province to go as per job opportunity, as per your future. It's a very nice place to settle down. Many Nigerians who I don't meet for this Canada, who I don't meet, are better. Calgary, all of them like that. And even when we're talking about shows, you know, when all them Burna Boy, all them people are coming to Canada to come and do show, Calgary is the country, is a province that they will do like shows in like two cities. You understand? I know it happens to like maybe Ottawa and Toronto, but like they will do their meeting. They will not go to Calgary again. If I say there's even flights in between those two, I'm not even sure, but like that is how too big and this thing established that province is. So cut the long story short, sharp, when I'm linking it to a city back in Nigeria, I'll think of it as Ibadan. As for Ibadan girls. So you know how we Ibadanians, Ibadan people, I'm joking. You know how, like, you know, that identity, that opportunity, that friendliness, you know, we're open and everything. And Ibadan is a very happening place. Like, you know the vibe as Yoruba people. Go and do with the information, whatever you choose. Go and explore Ibadan. When you not explore Ibadan finish, you will not be like, oh, this is how a better is going to be. Believe so at your own risk. Number 3. It breaks my heart for this number 3, but it is what it is. So number 3 is the province of Quebec. Left to me, Quebec is number 1, but there are obvious reasons why it has to stay at number 3. Relax. So this is Quebec. It's your Quebec, Rive la Quebec. It's a vraiment beau place to live. It's a very beautiful place to live. But then there's one thing about Quebec, right? But if there's one thing about Quebec, why Quebec has to stay at number 3. So Quebec has this identity and this French and everything, which pushes a lot of people away from the province. So once you're doing the application, once you're looking for that school to do, and they're like, oh, you have to speak French. Oh, you have to. Many schools here, actually, you don't have to speak French. I go to an English speaking university, but the standard of living, the way of life here is francophone, because it's a purely French province. So that is where people like and that is why I would leave it at number 3. That being said, Quebec has like beautiful cities. We have Montreal, key cities. We have Montreal, we have Quebec City, and we have Sherbrooke. So when tourists comes and everything, Quebec City is the like Quebec City. Everybody goes to Quebec City. Even here that I am now, currently I'm in Montreal, but like look at this place. It's a chapel that has been built since the 1800s, I think. And you know, look at a lot of people. Quebec is a place that things are happening. It is, when you ask me, I would say it is affordable. It's a very beautiful standard of living. Like everything there is affordable once you can work. But the only barrier you will have would be your language, because the new policies that they've been implementing, they've been really, really strict on the language. If you go outside, it's pas français, my dear, il y a rien je peux faire pour vous. So you have to speak French. If it's something that you're willing to learn, the province is open. They even pay you to learn the French, right? So that is it. And when I'm now liking this to a place in Nigeria, I would say Benin City. Why? You see, Quebec is very proud of that French identity, that identity that holds them together. It's like the old thing we have here, like, well, we're French, we speak French. That is, in the whole of Canada, that is what separates us. And same goes to the Benin City too. It's like they have that one thing. I think it's the Oba or the royal something, or is it the language or the old women? But there's just something about that Benin identity, right? That makes it very interesting. But that being said, Benin is also a very fun place to live. Like things they occur, sure you get, same as Montreal. And yeah, I hope you're able to decipher one or two things from the example I've given. But If you don't mind learning French, if you actually are very open, or if you already speak French, because many of us are from African countries that already speaks French, it should be your number one choice because it's the best place to be. I'm seeing all of you that are not subscribing to the channel, all of you are taking key informations out of my video, but simple like, comment, share and everything will not do it. Please let that change today. Guys, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment, share. If you like this video, let me know. If you want me to say any other things, let me know. Why am I feeling happy like this in this evening? But yes, guys, please subscribe to my channel and let's go on to the first two. So number 2 is British Columbia. Oh my God, somebody said it's the creme de la creme, the 1% of the bourgeoisies. British Columbia is a very, very beautiful province to live in, but very, very expensive province to stay in. So British Columbia is a very beautiful place to live, but the standard of living is extremely high. This is where the 1% of the 1% stays. Yes, if you are in British Columbia, you can buy a studio or you can rent a studio for $2,500. It's rich kids. There's no crime in that, but so just keep that in mind. Obviously, this is not to discourage anybody, but if your dad is like, who knows, like the chairman of the CBN or whatever, you can obviously choose British Columbia as a pathway to liking this. There's another thing I want to say about British Columbia. So British Columbia, one of the major or the key cities about British Columbia is Vancouver. Vancouver is a very nice place also to visit. There was one time we were planning a vacation and I'm like, we don't have to leave Canada, we should just stay within Canada and we should maybe explore Vancouver. Tell me why, with the plane tickets, with the hotel rooms, with everything you shall spend, I would rather just go to Mexico and come back. I have a friend that works online, he works remote, and he starts his job at 12 p.m. here in Montreal time, but ideally in Vancouver I think it's just 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. I don't know, but the time zone too is like, I don't know. So it's like a distinct, beautiful something on its own. And another thing is, is predominantly a white province. So there's a lot of white people there, but you might not mind, right? I don't mind, so I will probably go live there at some point, but like, you should just keep that in mind. And there's some, just keep that in mind. But liking mixing this to like to a Nigerian setting, I would say Abuja is the best place to describe British Columbia. You know that politician caucus that if you are not maybe working in one minister office, or if you are not an aide to a minister, you have not made it in life, that kind of vibe. So they have those rigid elite bourgeoisies too in that part of the place. So yeah, it's a very nice place to live at. So do your due research, Google it, and make your decision. And number 1, so round the video up with my number 1, Oga of the Oga Pata Pata, the Olorioko Bam Bam, the person that once you are coming like this, you remove your fila for, is one and only what? Ontario, the province of Ontario. Now, the issue now is that when I was making this video, like as I was coming up with this video, I'm like, okay, this is the key city in Quebec, this is the key city in Nova Scotia. For Ontario, everything are key city. Inside Ontario, we have Ottawa. Inside Ontario, we have Toronto. Inside Ontario, Hamilton, Niagara, Kitchener, London, everywhere just choke. And let me tell you, in every of the city, things they happen. There's no dull moment in Ontario. Ontario is not a place that you go and say you are getting depressed or you miss home. You miss home like this, you text Google, Amala near me, 5 minutes drive, Uber go drop you. Hot Amala, your head go reset back. So like, Ontario is not a boring place. Like when we're talking carnival, when we're talking music, when we're talking universities, when we're also talking companies, Ontario is like the art of Canada. It's like where everybody meets. Some places low standard of living, some places high, some people middle. So in this Ontario, everybody come together. You have from top to bottom. Top to bottom. You have the middle class, you have the bourgeoisie, and you have the poorer of the poor. And let me tell you, there are ghetto places in that Ontario. Oh my days. There was one time that something happened, and like we were actually watching a live video as come and see how people were dragging themselves, and like Nigerians, they are Nigerians, but they live in Ontario. And the ones that are making it from Ontario, the Agege Beret factory is in Ontario. That video now that was trending on Insta blog, that refugee people that are sleeping on the road, everything, Nigerians from Canada, now that Ontario is still there. Everything. There was one cookout that happened one time about from Nigeria people that Trudeau went, that they were trying spicy food and everything. That's still Ontario there. What I'm just trying to say is that Ontario is it's a never dull moment. It's a very, very nice place to be. There's a lot of things. I have been to Niagara before, and when I tell you I have fun, maximum fun. It's a very beautiful place to be, and I don't even know how to keep going. When we talk about the standard of living, though, it is high. However, it is high and low. However, they have a kind of contemplation that the kind of job you do matches with what you live in. Sure you get. So there are all these Toronto YouTubers that they're like, follow me for room tour, all this kind of thing. Now the kind of job where they do, where they like that made them get that kind of place, and that the people that they live in the basement, that is the kind of job that they are doing that made them end up in the basement. But in all, it's a very nice place to be, and you should definitely check it out if you're planning to be. And now to link it to a Nigerian city, this is the assignment I'm going to give you. I will not say anything about it, but what is that Nigerian city that if you feel like, if you never leave that city, like if you have not lived in that city, you have not lived in Nigeria. They are so proud of themselves. They are the ones that have the worst this and the best that. They have the most beautiful houses, and they still have the ghetto part of it. I was watching one film about that place in Nigeria, and I'm like, in the same Nigeria, and you people still say you have this place. I didn't live there for long, so I didn't live in that place actually. But tell me in the comment section, what place in Nigeria do you think this place is that accumulates everybody, the rich, the poor, the middle class, the politician, the pastors, the everybody. That is where I draw my curtain for this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, because I enjoyed making it, and you know the Nigerian references too. If there's anything else you want me to shed more light on, please check in the comment section below. Till I come here next time, it's your girl Ade, and this is Life with Ade. Let's go and explore Quebec, because at the end of the day, now Ottawa I no go, I be now Ontario I no go, I no keep it. So I go explore my own Quebec too. Breathe like Quebec, breathe.